Okay, look at that, guys. 60 bucks. Let's see, is it worth $60? It's just the 3 tree, and that one's broken. It's just the 3 trees. Is there anything special about them? Nothing special at all. All right, so yeah, never mind. Let's move on. No lights, no music. Not worth 60 bucks in my opinion. All right, a bit much, huh? Bit much. Very stunning, but it's a lot.
This isn't inflated, I bet, man.
Now this would look fabulous on our new balcony that we're having built. I haven't told you guys about our balcony that's being rebuilt. But yeah, I do like this. Let's see how much this cost. Red bow with lights, 80 bucks. Okay, is it worth it? It is quite stunning.
Yeah, it's really stunning.
I really do like it. We shall see. We shall see. Now I love me some Scrabble, and this Scrabble board game is quite stunning. It is ginormous. That would be so fun. Yes, I am a Scrabble lover. Helps me to expand my vocabulary.
It's funny.
All right, y'all watch Angelina. I told her she sounds like SpongeBob in her shoes. Which I'm sure many of you never watched, but I did let my kids watch SpongeBob. I'm sorry, but SpongeBob was pretty hilarious. I know I'm a 45-year-old woman saying this, but the older episodes are really quite funny. But anyway, so if you watch SpongeBob, you know that his shoes squeak whenever he walks. Yeah. Apparently so do Angelina's.
$4.39. $5.99. $5.
This is the kitchen where all of the magic happens. Sincerely, Legenia, LLC. Hey friends, wow, it has been a busy day here for me. I have been on the go all day and I'm just getting into the house and I'm still not done, okay? I'm going to try to quickly get dinner going. I have an online meeting at 7:30 that I've got to get to. And I've just gotten in. As I showed you guys earlier, I was at the manufacturing kitchen today. I'm taking off my rings and my watch and everything. But I was at the manufacturing kitchen today making some more spices because I have orders that have come in that I've got to get out. So I did that. Prior to that, today I was at the school preparing the lessons and everything for my instructor that's going to be coming in and teaching our kids. So I was getting those things together. That's the first thing I did. No, the first thing I did was actually drop Angelina off at school. Then I went to my school where we teach and got the lessons together for my instructors. Then went to the manufacturing kitchen. It's just been a busy, busy day. Had to go to the store, had to come back in, get those orders processed and out. And now I gotta try to get dinner going so I can be ready for my meeting at 7:30. So I have an hour to get dinner going. So those pork chops, I'm not gonna have time to make that pork chop casserole. I think I told you a couple of vlogs ago that on Wednesday I was going to try to get you all the pork chop casserole. I'm going to have to bring that in another video. I've got to get these cooked up, so I'm just going to simply sear them and then put them in the oven to finish cooking, along with some herbs and spices and some onions and garlic and all that good stuff. So I will show you guys the process. Right now, let me get them washed up, and then I'm going to season them and get them in the skillet. All right, so I've got my pork chops here, and I've got them all cleaned up. Now I'm going to simple seasoning, and you know it, I'm going to use my all-purpose seasoning for this, and I'm going to season these liberally with the all-purpose seasoning. You know, I usually put some olive oil on it. I just found I really don't always need to do that here lately, so I don't. Just season them up really good. All right, now let's get these over to the stove. All right, friends, so I have my oven preheating at 375 degrees. So now I'm going to add some avocado oil to the bottom of my skillet. I'm gonna use a cast iron for this because I want a nice little sear. And then I think I'm just gonna cook everything up right on here in this cast iron, okay? Over here. Perfect. We got a nice little sear on there. A little bit. Oh, that one's really good too. Okay, I think I want this one. I'll turn that one back over. I want it to get a bit more of a sear on it. Okay, we're gonna let that finish going. All right, so now I'm gonna take them out. It's been about, I guess, a total of maybe 4 minutes. Okay, and I just wanted a nice sear. These are kind of thick, so I'm gonna let them finish cooking in the oven, and that'll give me time to do some other things I need to do. I just put on some rice for my family, and I think I am going to indulge and have this with a little, I'm saying indulge, it's not an indulge, but I'm gonna have this with some cauliflower rice that I have in there that I'm gonna take out here in just a little bit. All right, so I've got the rice going over here. I've got it in a rice cooker, and I'm getting ready to prepare some riced cauliflower for myself. And for that, for my rice cauliflower, I'm going to add some onion to that, and then I'm gonna season it with some of my seasoning, of course. And that's probably gonna be it. It's probably gonna be it. Or I may just season it with some garlic and onion powder. I don't know, we'll see. See how it feels at the moment. So let me cut up this onion. And I'm also going to put some onion in the pan that I just put the pork chops in. I'm gonna add some onion to that as well. Might as well have some more yummy goodness added in there with the pork chops, right? This is a huge onion, y'all. See how big this is? It is ginormous. So anyway, this is half of it here. Because of course I'm not gonna put this huge onion in there. I am gonna cut it all up and put the rest in the fridge for another day. Keep you from having to cut on another day. I love doing that because it's so convenient. The next time I cook, I don't have to get onion all over my hand or whatever. Not that I get it all over my hand, but you know what I mean. You guys know what I'm saying. So for the pork chops, I'm going to have some slices. All right. And this is all I'm gonna need for the pork chops. All right, so that's all I'll need for the pork chops. And then for my riced cauliflower, I'm going to just need a teeny bit. I'm not gonna need a lot of onion for that. That should be good. There. That's it. Woo! That's a strong one. All right, guys, so I'm smelling my pork chops. Let me turn them over. I'm smelling it. It's time. It's time. Oh, yeah, look at that one. Ooh, looks fabulous. Yeah, look at those. Great. Now, that's really what I would like for these right here to look like. Maybe I should have let this stay in a little bit longer, but oh well, it's too late for that now. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started with my cauliflower rice really quickly. Everybody, pork chops. Okay, everybody, pork chops are ready to be transferred over to the pan, all of them. So I've got the pork chops in the pan. Now I'm going to add some onion to this and let them finish cooking in here with the onions. I'm hoping they're kind of separate a little bit. Now for the cooking, I'm just going to drizzle with a little bit more avocado oil, excuse me, because I don't want this to dry out. A little bit more avocado oil. And on top, I'm going to season this even more with some more seasoning here. I'm going to put on some garlic powder, onion powder. Add a little bit of chicken broth to the bottom of this. And then I'm just going to sprinkle some parsley on top. Okay, and that's it. I'm going to cover it with aluminum foil and put it in the oven and let that cook for about 40 minutes. Okay, everybody, so I've got everything going. I feel like I need to put some type of vegetable with this, and I don't even think I have anything. But while I'm thinking about the vegetable that I want to put with this really quickly, okay, it's 7:15. I got to get ready to go. But while I'm thinking about the vegetable I've got to put together really quickly, I'm going to eat my cucumbers. Remember these, guys? Remember the cucumbers that I made the other day? Well, here they are. I want a few of these, so I'm going to get me a small bowl and put me a few of these in here. As you see, this is not nearly the amount that I put in here. So Angelina and my husband have been going to town, but you all, this is such a delicious little snack. So it's the little mini cucumbers, and they're so good. Get you right there. It's so good. So if you haven't seen the video, go look like 2 or 3 videos back where I put this together with some vinegar, salt, and pepper. So easy. It's yummy. Well, guys, I've got to finish. I'm going to straighten up, and then I've got to head to, it's a ministry meeting that I have. So I'm going to head to that. I'll let you guys see like a little snippet of it, and then I'm going to get back in here and finish up dinner. Maybe not where they want to be, but that does not have to be our story when God has given us our business. Because when we know God has given it to us, it is only going to prosper. When you are obedient and you step out on faith and do what God has told you to do, it is going to do nothing but prosper because it's God's. So our only job is to be obedient and walk in it. When we fall by the wayside, when we decide that we're not going to do what God is telling us to do, when we decide that we're going to do it our way and not God's way, then yeah, you can expect to see some mess ups. You can expect to see some delays. But just know one thing, keep your faith, stay on the right path. It may be delayed, but it won't be denied. These right here are really pretty. I personally have never liked these right here, these bumpy pumpkins. I don't like those. They make me itch. Ugh, I don't like them. Why is it bumpy? I do like these right here, and these are $4.99. I think I'm gonna get a couple of these. They're really pretty. Yeah, very pretty. Got those two. Beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah, great day.
You too. Okay, everybody, so we have leftover pork chops from yesterday, so I'm going to heat those up, slice them a little bit thin. My husband likes them thinly sliced, so I'm going to slice those thin for him. And we don't have any more rice, so I'm going to roast these potatoes for the family. I didn't get to make my cauliflower rice yesterday, so I'm going to make that today and let you guys see me make that today. And then that's going to be dinner. And then I'm going to end this vlog and get some rest because I'm exhausted. I am exhausted. So now I'm using these potatoes, and these right here had like a few bad spots, so I cut those out. And you know, that's typical root vegetables. It happens often. So that's why you see some of them like that. But I'm gonna go ahead and cut these up. Whenever you are cutting potatoes, whether you're gonna be boiling them or roasting them, you wanna make sure that all of the pieces are just about the same so that they all cook at the same time and evenly. Because thicker pieces, of course, they're gonna need more time to cook. So try to make them as evenly cut as possible. All right, so we have our potatoes here. They are cut up. And just so you all know, I am using Ina Garden's roasted potato recipe. I've been using this same one for years. It is so yummy. It never fails. And it is so easy. So I've added some olive oil to my potatoes. Now I'm adding some salt, some kosher salt, and some black pepper. I prefer cracked black pepper, some fresh pepper, but I'm out. My little grinder is out. So I'm using just regular pepper. Make sure you get a good amount of pepper on there. And then we're simply going to add in, it's just as simple, all of that garlic that we chopped up. Now put as little or as much as you want. I've always used quite a bit because that's what her recipe calls for. Lots of really good garlic. So that's what I've been using all these years, and it has worked. And we're gonna give that a toss. Now you can go in with your hands and toss this if you want. I'm not gonna. Not today. All right, now got a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. I'm just going to dump my potatoes on. Just that simple. All right, and then we're gonna spread this out. Spread it out all over. Garlicky, buttery goodness. Now you can use red potatoes. Any thin-skinned potatoes, she says, will work for this. I've used red potatoes and I've used these potatoes here, these white-skinned potatoes as well. Both of them have worked great for your roasted potatoes. And that's it. All right, now we put this in a 400-degree oven for approximately 30 minutes. All right, and so I have the pork chops that were left over from yesterday. So what I'm going to do, I know my husband likes them sliced thinly. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to slice them up thinly here. And then they're still cold. I just got them out of the fridge. So I'm just going to slice them up thinly and then put them in the oven and let them cook right alongside the potatoes in all of these juices and everything. So let them warm up because they're already cooked. So I'm gonna let them warm up here in the oven. Okay. So I've just cut them into like just little thin pork chop strips. Okay, and then I'll put them back over here in the pan. Let me zoom out a little bit. I'll put them back over here in the pan so all of these juices that have solidified and everything, they can all just cook together, just warm up together rather, because they're already cooked, like I said. And then that with the potatoes is going to be dinner. And I may put some broccoli with it. I did buy this broccoli mostly for Rico, but of course he's not going to eat all this. So I may just cook the rest of this up as well. And we will have broccoli, pork chops, and potatoes. That'll be dinner. Okay, everybody, so here's my dinner. I've got my pork chops over here that I've cut into strips. I've got some steamed broccoli, just seasoned with salt, pepper, and some butter. And then I've got my cauliflower rice over here, and I did add a little bit of cheddar cheese in there, guys. Told you I wanted some cheese, and it turned out delicious. So I'm going to eat dinner, and I'll check back in with you guys right before I get ready to close this vlog out.